microphone. Microphone somewhere. Microphone check. Microphone checker. Happy Friday. Thank you for checking out the Morning Hash. We really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the videos. We have a milestone. We surpassed 100. Hopefully that's just the beginning of a wonderful relationship. We here at memsit.com, we want to bring you up to speed technology-wise, in case there's some things that you're finding difficult or that you find that you just don't have any experience doing. We want to show you just how easy it is. We want to empower you to show other people, period. The quality of life these days. You know, people say, hey, Sean, what's in tech news? And I just pause for a second, and I just ponder, you know, I wonder if that person really realizes just how important tech news is. And if it's you, or if you're one of the people that have asked me this question and got a really stern look from me, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Don't mean to offend or unnerve. But really, when what's in the news, what's in tech news, you in the news, and you're in the news. Your life is in the news. Your life is in the news. Your wife may be in the news. I'm not sure. We haven't confirmed that yet. Happy Friday. Today is April the 4th, 2014. That means 4/4/14, 2014, or 040, however you want to do it. So we're asking all the good people of the world. We're asking, well, what 3-4 words? Get it? What 3 words that on this 444 start with an F that describe your life in your neck of the woods, or your leg of the forest, or whatever. So today is a very special day. It may never come again. It's definitely not. I don't think, no, not coming in our lifetime. I guess we already saw 444, but this is 4/4/14, and it's got all 4s in it. Good people, and we're asking. Mine was. Let me see if I can remember. It was fantastic, future, and fascinating, future, fantastic. And that was my 3-4 words for today, being a very, very special day. I hope it is in your world. And if you could just drop us a line, tell us what your thoughts are. What are those 3-4 words that describe life in your world? All right, what's happening with you? All right, so, but really, you're in the news. Your life is in the news. Technology is so intertwined in our lives that it really, you need to stay abreast. Stay aware of what's happening in the news. Trust me, you're going to want to do that because it affects all of us. It affects you. Your life will be touched. Your circumstances will be touched based upon decisions made by CEOs, by consumers, by manufacturers, by policymakers. And this is not a political show, all right? But at certain times, I will reference something that usually happens to do with goodwill or the human condition, if it's that powerful. And I'm definitely going to spend my time referencing technology, anything that it has any bearing on your life today. So there are some things that I won't share with you because they're just too out there. And I've said that before. And I want you to know that here at Memes IT, we want to try to make things as easy as possible because we believe that technology. I better turn that off. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm reviewing Rihanna's album, and I'm loving it because it's Friday. Of course, I've reviewed it a long time ago, but never on video. But I don't want to get in trouble. I'm probably going to have to edit that out. Maybe she watches the show. I don't know. But it's important to stay abreast of the news because it affects all of us. Okay, so I want you to actually we're going to call Fridays from now on Fix It Friday, or because I want you to take a look around your neighborhood, your neck of the wood, and see if there's something that can benefit the community around you, something you may have seen before and it's still nagging at you because it's still there, and you know that it just takes a simple fix, or if technology can get in there and not exactly save the day, but contribute to the overall goodness of the neighborhood. And you know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. All of you that consciously pick up on things that could be fixed. However, you haven't had any time, and you know that it's going to take a group effort and this and that. Well, I'm saying on these Fridays that we can we'll call it Fix It Friday. Memes Fix It Friday. So if there's anything, just take. The most important part is to stop and take a check and look at take a reality check around your area, and just see if there's some things that you can improve upon. Starts with that first creation. So, and you may have already, your subconscious may have already worked out some things, and all you need to do is recall that place again that you saw where something could be fixed, and you know that, even if it's just a phone call, or if it's a phone call to find out how to do something or get something together, or you can rent, you don't need to spend any money. You can go down to your library. There's for my wife. Your library, and love you, baby. And you can reserve a room, and it comes from money that we pay in taxes. So your city, your local government says, hey, if somebody wants to have an informational thing or have a meeting about something that affects or that involves the community, then we'll, if it's available, we'll hold the room until that, we'll put it on a calendar, and we'll say, okay, you have the room on this day from this time to that time. That works for you, that works for us, all right, and you can see things, you can get things together, see if you can meet with key players. So, for example, Fix It Friday for memes, it.com, Espanola has been rated the lowrider capital of the world, and if you've ever been to one of the car shows or one of the holidays where everybody brings out everybody's bring them out, where you know that there are some really choice class, world class rides that get put together through painstaking time, a lot of time and money, and when they finally get it all together, oh my goodness, everybody smiles from knee to granny. It doesn't matter. The kids, the older people, everybody comes together and is in solidarity of just not, the appreciation of all the hard work and dedication that goes into restoring a classic car and then putting a little extra touch on it, and brown power, and white power, black power, all that. But I think that with today's technology, with Google Plus right there, and YouTube, and Twitter, all those car clubs that that really matter, Facebook, that put in a lot of hard work and get ready for up and coming events, or keep things running, or lend a hand to somebody else that's having a problem getting their stuff working properly. Get at me, call me. I want you guys to meet somewhere at the city of Espanola and invite all of your automotive people, to give them a chance to come and see what's happening. Let them know what time it is and what the flavor is that the capitalization of the brand, lowrider capital of the world, Espanola, all right, is very powerful and popular, and you guys can actually make your city and your town really where your town wasn't doing very well at the city level with money, and we got to wait for funding and all this stuff. I believe, it's my opinion, that the old school and the new school of Espanola can actually work it out, and I think there's a common ground when it comes to funding and all that stuff. That stuff needs to be saved for water. That's really what's going to be if you save for these things that may come up, and it's going to come up because water is a huge issue. You're going to need money for that, and that's going to take up a lot of resources right there, just fighting for water or whatever it is that you got to do to make sure everybody gets their water fed to everything like that. And the more that you have, the more income your town has from another source. Which, I mean, I'll just say it. Roswell took this little stupid idea, all right, this little hocus pocus thing of an idea, and that town is grown by leaps and bounds. By leaps and bounds. If you haven't been there in 10 years, you won't recognize it. I mean, you'll see where the UFO little thing, I mean, it's still in the same place, I believe, but other than that, when you see just how huge that city has grown, just off of popularity, just off of word of mouth, social media, Yelp, all that stuff, people taking pictures and sending it around the world with the little mannequins of doctors and aliens and ships and all that stuff. Well, they have some other means of money, but they don't have one flow of stream of income only. I mean, they have some companies that they have there that have been there for a while that have really put back into that city with little meetings like the meeting I'm talking about. You guys should have with all the people in auto, all the car clubs. Stevie and Stevie's dad, little Stevie and Big Stevie at Affordable Transmission, and you got the motorcycle shop right there. Oh, before you get to the Baskin Robbins, if it's still there, all that stuff. You got a guy over by OK Wingate. People know him by name because he does such good work on cars. He's restoring a car. He's always restoring a car, but he's also so busy fixing other people's cars. And I think his name is Ron, if I'm not mistaken, Espanola. But all these people, and get the police involved, get the state police involved, and have them have an opinion on how they should be involved. They're there to protect your neighborhood and your town, and they should be involved in this stuff too, because hey, they could probably work anywhere in the world, but they choose to work right there, and that's not an easy thing to do. They must have some appreciation to be there, because it's not easy. Anybody that's ever traveled in that part of the world knows that things just get out of hand sometimes, just because that's just life in the mountains. That is life in the mountains. I'm here to tell you, it's not like living anywhere else in the world. It's a different type of way of being altogether. Your head, your physical, your spirit, everything is different. But at the same time, those highs are real high. Those are real high, stratosphere emotions. And then when you live in the mountains, when you get depressed, you have to come down, man. And it's been so high, it's a long way down, and that can be a real drag. And if you don't live in the mountains, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But if you live in the mountains, you know what I'm talking about. There's a psychology that we all have to work through, along with our lungs expanding and all that good stuff. I thought I was dying. I said, let's go. Oh no, this ain't right. My chest is, oh no, I thought the worst. This ninja right here thought the worst. Well, listen, this is just a message from your friendly neighborhood ninja. Is saying that Fix It Friday is all about getting people together and trying to see if you can use the technology we have to make things better. And you have the power to do that, and you have the power. Nobody's stopping you from doing that, and it's actually encouraged. All this stuff is encouraged. Another thing that I love about Espanola, besides the auto industry, is that they have a great art community there, and it's so great that people have figured out that if they allow artists to paint on their fences or their adobe walls and stuff like that, if they allow artists to beautify that, people respect it. And you don't find stuff like suck my wing wang, or you don't find garbage on the wall anymore. And that's a beautiful thing. That was brilliant. That is brilliant. And I love it. And it works. It really works. You say, hey, artist, we really appreciate your art. Would you mind painting a mural for us? Anything you want. Or you can say, hey, I'll even give you a few dollars if you paint this theme of, a little coyote somewhere in your art piece with the moon, howling at the moon or something. And it's working out in Espanola. And Calde has a nice art community right there across from the national park where we go and see motocross and all that. Yeah, I know. And I never seen that ninja at no damn motocross. Yeah, I've been there. Big up to Steve. Steve, my man. I think he's in the Air Force now. Probably captain by now, knowing him. That young man is awesome and can really ride a four-wheeler like nobody's business. He's a nice guy, but on that track, you either get out of the way or eat these rocks and this dirt and this dust. Because if you stay in my way, I'm gonna either go through you or around you. I'm going around you so fast, it's gonna seem like I went through you. Steve can ride some quads, man. He even got a quad track he built in his yard, and the neighbors hate it, but he gets better and better all the time. I hope he's still doing it. Big up, Steve. Call day, Steve. That's from the safety meeting crew of Buffalo Thunder. What was that? 2010, 2011. That's the alumni, the safety meeting crew. Much love, much love. I hope you're having fun this Friday. I really do. I hope you got lots. There is so much in the news. We're going to get to it all, but I just wanted to stress that look around your neighborhood, because I see some things where, and in the news, when it comes to Microsoft has come up with this great idea. Dell. I apologize, Mike. Mike Dell is going, man, that ain't no kind of promo. Sorry, Mike, let me get it right. Can we get it right? All right, Mike. All right, so Dell is offering something called a white box program, where if you're a tech, you can design and have your own server or computer, whatever it is. It looks like mostly servers and stuff like that. And get your own logo where it looks super professional on the faceplates, which I thought about that idea before, and I thought, oh no, I don't want to be sued. I don't want to be sued to the point where I'll never be able to try anything again, And it turns out that it was a good idea. Dell, if all you techies out there, if you want to put some kind of strawberry pie or whatever, raspberry and strawberry and all that, if you want to put your own server together now and all that good stuff, you can get your own little project company's logo, and it looks. And here's the thing: they're going to make sure that it works, like your configuration or however you want to do it or whatever. Because there are gamer techs, there are phone techs, there are techs that handle proxies. That's what they do. They're sharp in that area. Listen, folks, the reason why you have an IT department is because you have techs that specialize or are really, really good in one thing, and then you have a team. So you got a supervisor, you got the boss, the IT director or whatever, and then your IT manager, and then you got the guys that are going to go out and do whatever he says, or work on his program, work together to get stuff done, because they just pick up the phone. They just pick up the phone, yo, Marty, stuff ain't working, man. It looks like we might be in trouble, and they just hang up. And this guy, he looks at the problem. So yeah, how the hell did that happen? Oh well. And he picks up his little phone, and he sends a little text. Sean, go to room 3 and replace the drive on rack 19. Oh yeah, what's that, Sean? Oh yeah, what's that? Just do it. Just do it. Please hurry up. This is imperative that we get that drive replaced. immediately. And he hangs up, and he goes back to playing solitaire. and Sean, your IT guy on the fly, he runs down and does what he's told. He takes the drive out. He doesn't know what's wrong. It doesn't matter. He puts that aside. This is an enterprise company. He puts in the new drive. He walks away. He locks that thing up. He gets out of it. He goes back to his desk. He initiates the drive and makes sure that everything starts to work right and data starts to transfer. Things start working. He gets on his phone and he texts via Siri or whatever. Hey boss, Red Dog Leader 1, trying to reach Red Dog. Task complete. And then Sean's like, the IT boss or whatever say, all right, now I want you to go check the cord in Xavier's office. Check the power cord. And that's how it works. It's just like that. And so the reason I say it, there are gamer techs, there are guys that are good at hooking up networks for gaming and trying to figure out ways to get faster and faster and get that connection, get that, just like on Wall Street, get the fastest connection possible so you can be there within 1/1000th of a second, and just micro eon or amounts of time before somebody else. And that means the whole game. Generally, I can guarantee you, I played 9-year-old kids on PC computers playing, modern whatever, and there's this kid, and he's just literally, you see him, and it's like seeing the Holy Grail or something. You just drop to the floor, and he doesn't care. You can't find him. He's on a proxy and all this good stuff. Proxy. He doesn't give a damn. He just annihilated you, so he's honest about it. You ask him, well, how the hell did you just do that? I'm on a PC, and then he wants to tell you about his hypervisor, and then he wants to tell you how he's running a virtual machine, and he knows what color drawers you're wearing right now. And he says, ooh, icky, nasty poo. And you realize that you just been owned because of a piece of technology that he knows about, that you don't know about, that allows him to get there before you even know, like a phantom, like just ghosts, just walk up and just have good night, Gracie. But that's what I love about kids. Kids are honest. Now you get a 44-year-old guy, or a 38-year-old guy, or a 27-year-old guy, or 24, and he'll just tell you to eat his shorts. He'll say, and call you a ninja, and a porch mallet, and all kinds of derogatory names, and he won't care. And he might even jam your account up, because he just has the power to do that. Make your whole thing restart. Make you lose you can't even report. You was recording everything. Oh, that's gone. So I don't like those guys too much. I mean, a little. I mean, they kind of, sometimes they're cool, but most of the time they're just kicking your ass and they just laugh in your face. Don't say anything. If you say anything, you just make it worse, because they got 2 or 3 friends and they just start all jumping in on you and just making fun of you, and you just silently exit the game or that room, because you just, those guys, that have like 20 accounts, 20 Microsoft accounts, they don't care. Get me banned, that's what they say, allegedly. They don't give a damn about being banned. They'll tell you, they'll be in your house looking at you in your camera, recording you so they can make fun of you, and they'll play that on the game board. So it can be a cruel world, but I love the kids, because they really know how to whip your ass on the game, and that speaks to intelligence. So I said all that to say is that now's the time. There is no greater time to be alive than right now, because you're here and you're here and I'm here and everybody's free. It's Free Ninja Friday, and I just want to tell you all about it. Dell has got that. If you have a configuration, or if you sell or you fix servers, and now you want to come up with your own server, and you don't want to go through all the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that it costs to get all that branding and rights and all that stuff. Well, here's Mike Dell saying, hey people, here's an opportunity that you can work, that you can make your business through us. we will also back you up by promoting you and your people in your company, and putting that on the front of that. And so when you go to install that into a customer or a client's server rack, you know, you're installing that with a little bit of pride. And I don't mean pride in the sense I'm going to kick your ass and I can kick your ass type of pride. I'm talking about the type of pride that that comes from hard work and going the extra step for not only your business but the industry as a whole. Like, you might have a principle like, I'm not going to do no janky, no stupid stuff, or things that I'm not going to put something out there that's inferior or that won't last a week. Or if I walk away from that, if I think it's just going to fall apart. You know, if you have that principle, good going. That's right. That's what you should have. For not only for yourself, but for the whole, and respecting the whole industry, or respecting the whole game, if you will. So it's a huge news. It's huge news for everyone in that sector, and because you got those gamer techs, you got those security guys. That's all they know. That's all they care about. Do they have enough frames, and did it get recorded? Did anything get dropped? I mean, you know, all that stuff. When it goes up to a cloud and then gets put in some situations reported to the local authorities, so that they can when you're in security, that's all what it's all about. And getting clear pictures is the lighting in the right place to catch if something actually does happen in this sector of the area or whatever you're doing in security. But I said all that to say, so you got all these. There's a vast array of technology when it comes to servers and IT, and it's not. Some is audio, video, some is security. Another portion is gaming. Another portion is business solutions, as far as whether or not a tablet will actually work like a pen and paper, and that's coming to you real soon. Brought to you by Microsoft Office. I think that thing is going to be just where you can just fire stuff off right on the spot, convert it from just your regular ability to write out a sentence, and I think it'll be able to just type it out. Just there you go. There goes the fax to corporate. There goes the email that we needed to get handled from this database. All this stuff is just going to be really simple and easy. But you can get your brand. You can get your brand on the server, and so you walk in there with a lot of confidence. Your customer and no matter how big or small, they then pick up on that meme, and they have confidence. And confidence, folks, is a big part of being successful in business. You know, if you walk in there with something and you know that it's probably not going to. You didn't do your best, you didn't do your due diligence, you didn't do your best, and you know it may work and it may not work, and people can feel that. I don't care who you are. You might think you play poker real well, but listen, you're not. I mean, when you're talking business anyway, that's a different brand of person. That's not Little Red Riding Hood you're talking to. I mean, they've been around and seen some stuff, most likely, if you're standing in their presence in their business. They're not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. The sheer fact that they're standing there still to this day is a testament to what's happening up here and just how smart they are. They may not act it, they may not promote that, but respect that. You know, don't go in there with BS and expect to pull the wool over people's eyes and take money. You're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting the industry as a whole, and you don't want to do that. Like I seen a guy acting a fool on a motorcycle the other day. I just thought, that's not helping us bikers. That's not helping riders. Big up the Dirty Biker, Keith Powers in Houston, Texas. DB4 Live, baby. That's not going to help the other bikers. Cutting in front of people, and all that good stuff, and acting a fool and popping willies and riding people's bumper and trying. That doesn't help other bikers on the road, because all people say is they go. There goes another damn idiot, a donor, whatever, and they lose respect for bikers because of something you did. Now, we're all interconnected, so if you're in this industry, respect it, And I'm just saying that those people that you're talking to, they know, they can smell bullshit a mile away. You don't need to put us in that category with that. So, and you don't need to put yourself in that category. If you don't know nothing about something, don't say nothing about it. No, talk about what you know. Talk about that if you can, because that's where you'll be respected. I mean, and that should be what all that's on your mind, really. I mean, your business. And this is what we're talking about, your business. So, as it applies to Dell and giving the power back to the small guy as a benefit of doing business. Now, that's a real benefit of doing business. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Mike Dell. Big ups to Mike in Texas. All right. Ford is doing something that Honda was doing back in 2006, 2007, something like that. You can build your own Ford now. That's hot. And you need to think about these things and how they can relate to your business. You know, that's an added benefit that Ford now has, because say, hey, I want this grill, I want these rims, I want this brand of injectors before I even get it, before it's even started up for the first time. I want this type of transmission. I want this type of steering rack. I want this type of lift kit. Whatever it is, you can now do that with Ford. That's a benefit to the people right there. That's a benefit given to you by being a customer, given right back to you. That's a small piece of power. All right. I mean, hey, let's face it. When you get something and then you have to fix it up to meet your lifestyle, why do that when you can have it roll out of the assembly line already done and done right? Right? It's chess, right? and as long as you're given a benefit, if someone else can benefit from you, if they're getting a benefit by something you're doing, then what you're doing is worth it. Period. If someone else is benefiting from something you're doing, then what you're doing is worth it. You believe it? Believe it with me. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's very true. So, to Espanola, they could actually get with all kinds of auto guys that are manufacturers for Hollies, manufacturer for carburetors, or manufacturer for the mufflers, and manufacturers for you name it. Alright? And it could have that brand on there. You can get, just like Mike Dell extended that offer to the little guy. I'm pretty sure there's an auto manufacturer that manufactures something in the auto lowrider world that you guys in Espanola can put your Espanola Lowrider Capital of the World brand on. Alright? They make it, they guarantee it, they warranty it, and just by affiliation and just for marketing's sake, it's got your logo, it's got your town's logo. Alright, you see where I'm going? So you can get all those auto guys in the town, the old school that wants to go all the way back to where, they want traffic diverted all the way to the old part of Espanola. And everybody knows that the 285 or 254, whatever, it goes right by the Walmart, and that's the route that people just naturally take, because that's where most traffic is going anyway, and that's the biggest highway. I mean, it's got 4 lanes or 6 lanes at some point, and people just seem to go down that road. But the old school of New Mexico really wants where City Hall and all that is to be built up, and it doesn't really look feasible because of the way traffic is. Traffic is the biggest road is usually where people travel, and I was saying, well, there's some land over there, and the city could just say, hey, we'll buy this from whoever owns it and incorporate it as city property, and put a satellite office right there, and then we can benefit off of that traffic that's naturally going the other way away from our city hall. And if that's the only objection or the only conflict, it's not. But if that was the only conflict that are keeping Espanola New School and Old School separated, then it can easily be overcome, because the city has the power just to say, hey, this property's been vacant for so long, we'll just annex it and pay them a little bit of money, and now we just put a little satellite office or a little business center, as people, they want to know what the hell, why should I invest in Espanola? I forget the name of that company. I think they have some kind of, and every city has one. I used to go to them all the time. I never can remember what they're called. Anyway, it's not the BBB. It's not that. It's the other thing where you go in and say, where's the you can actually sign up if you're a new business for like $600 a year, and they'll give you everything that's happening. They'll give you updates, newsletters, so that you can be at those events. And I forget what that place is called, but the city could actually do that in Espanola. And eminent domain doesn't exactly have to be pulled out, but you can actually give the owner a piece. Hey, everybody wants a slice of the business or of the pie, since it's just empty land anyway, and it's on where most of the traffic is going. Might as well beautify the area with something nice, and maybe a place to come in and get a cold drink of water and find out what's going on in this town, or register to be a part of this town, and what's going on with the events, the seed. I think they have a seed exchange and stuff like that. That's something that people would come from all over the country to come to, and maybe even the world, is to trade seeds. And if you're from that neck of the forest or neck of the woods, you know what I'm talking about. Every year it's a seed exchange. And these type of things, Google right there, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, you can do it. And you can do it without spending a whole lot of time and effort and money, easily. You can get, and if some people can't make the meeting, you can do this type of meeting and record it for a record. Be your first group meeting or whatever on any topic that you think you can fix. So just want to put that out there. Looks like Intel's jumped in the pie game. Yay! Go Intel! Go Intel! Intel's in the pie game, and they've just released a little, a very small motherboard. All right, and if you're interested, like I said, this is the best time to be alive, folks. Get in on it. Get in on this. All right, and I'm not saying just to get rich, because that's not what it's about. I mean, you can ask people that just did things to get rich, and they'll tell you, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have took more time of my life with my family, or you hear it over and over and over again. Money is not everything. However, that's my little Hasidic friend that does that. But if just threw just lost it, man. Oh shit. I just told you. Alright, we're gonna take a little break. Maybe I'm preaching. I don't want to preach. Ask your pastor. I don't want to preach. But we're gonna get back to this Friday with this one right here. And I'm loving Rihanna and Eminem and Jay-Z and Timberlake and Timberland. So yeah, I think I can get like 8 seconds, and that's it. Happy Friday. It's 4:44. That's it. I think that's it. I think that's all I can do. And that is number 3 off of Rihanna's Unapologetic 2012. And we're sharing that from Riri Fan 93 on Vimeo, who is apparently just like Rihanna's bestie and has the right to do this. So much love, Riri, fan 93. But we're just also, we want to make this fun and exciting, and I like music a lot, and I like how music has progressed with technology, and now you have some really, really quality music at the tip of your at your fingertips, whereas before you have to either call up a DJ or pay a DJ. Now you're the DJ. You can DJ your own party, you know. And I'm kind of curious to find out about what happens when it comes to Google Plus and being at parties and stuff like that, because they say, hey, start a hangout at your next fling or your next shindig or your next whatever, and I'm kind of wondering, because I know I get censored a lot. Like you'll all of a sudden see this globe come in where it has memes on it, and it doesn't show any video, and I think maybe audio, I'm not sure. But so I'm wondering how that's going to work out, and as soon as I find out, I'll let all of you good people know just how that turns out, because apparently, you know, obviously if you're at a bar mitzvah, or if you're at if you happen to be you know, doing a house party, or a quinceañera, or if you're doing a birthday, or you know, anything like that, how are you going to get around the music part? Because there'll obviously be music playing. So I can't wait to find out, because I'm really looking forward to seeing more festivals and stuff like that through this medium, Google Plus and YouTube. In conjunction, they're like partners in this, and that's great. That is great. That is great, because guess what? They're the type of people that are in business now that haven't really been in business for like this in a long time, where they actually want to improve our lives. They actually want us to be connected. You know how far different that is from just the recent past? And I want to applaud it, and I want to see more of it. I got several young guitarists, songwriters, producers that I love to check them out, see how they're doing, how they're progressing, how they are evolving as an artist, as a young musician. And I got to tell you that it's just getting better and better and better keeping up with them, because it's just easy. They don't have to think a lot about the technology side, and that's good technology. That's good technology. If anybody can use it easily, if my wife can use it and not get bored or get frustrated, that's good technology. If my wife says, and my wife's like most women, she doesn't believe she is, but she is. She's a woman. She's a great woman, by the way. You're fantastic, baby. I love you. My wife, Sarah, it either works or it doesn't. It either, if it's taking too long, it doesn't work. Period. If it's not functioning correctly, it doesn't work. If you have to do too many extra things to make it work, it doesn't work. It's not working. So for my wife, it either works or it doesn't work. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. I take it a step further and say it's either good technology or it sucks. If people can use it like that, get on with their life. And that's what I find that these artists are now being able to do. These young musicians, they're now being able just to hit a button, do an update, you know, or tell you about where they're going to be playing next or whatever, and then they're done. They can get back to it. They can focus on being on a musician. They don't have to all of a sudden know command line or DOS or, you know, anything. They just say, okay, all right, you broadcast. Bada bit, bada beep, bada boop. And if they don't, they just say, hey man, how'd you do that? Yeah, you went over here and you did this and that. All right, I got it, thanks. They're on with their life. They're on with their life. That's good technology. That's good technology. And that's what I'm trying to convey to all of you good people of the world. If you were ever scared, you don't have to be scared anymore. Fear not. If you were ever afraid of destroying a machine by hitting one button, as you've seen in the movies and on TV and all that, don't be afraid anymore. Come into the 21st century, because it's easier than ever because of good technology. Technology that works. and I sent a thing out to my magazine, meemsit.com mag, and it was all about an ad, not an ad, but a piece of news of a kid who cracked security code, and he's 5, like the youngest hacker in history, right? and to thank him, and I have to say, allegedly, Microsoft Xbox gave this kid like a free subscription for the year, $50 gift card or something like that, and put his name like at the top of the best list or something like that. You know, back in the old days when you play games and your name was on the Wall of Fame. Well, in a sense, this kid's name is on the Wall of Fame now. We live in the best times to be alive ever. Ever. I say, good going, kid. Good going, mom and dad. Whatever. Screw with all those damn whatever say. Your kid just got 1 million street cred points or hacker points for being the youngest hacker in history. Yes! Yeah! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's your kid. That kid is your kid. This kid just happened to get famous first. You know, the kid was saying he was just worried about getting trouble from his dad. He was on his dad. He had cracked his dad's account. The kid's a hero. He's made history. The Guinness Book of Records is where this kid's going to live now. Not only is he at the top of the Hall of Fame at Microsoft right now, but he's actually just broken a world record. All right, and that's cool. That's cool in the game. So I say, you know, come, step in. We're going to help you get there. We're going to help you do it with ease. All right, and you don't have to just depend on me. If I'm being too simple for you, or if I'm too out there for you, I can tell you a source right now. Eli, the computer guy. I think I have his videos and links to his page on my stuff, because he is just phenomenal. The guy knows his stuff, and he has the experience and the type of brain set, and he's really good in this form that he can actually show people with ease. It's really hard to show someone else what you're trying to convey. And he's just done it. He's got the 10,000 hours down. He's got 10,000 hours. He's an expert. I can say that, allegedly. To me, he's more than just somebody that just does something like a robot. He's more than that. He's more than that, and he's willing to share. It's all inside out. He's willing to share, and he's been sharing, and he's been trying to help for years now. So, and we're gonna get him. We're gonna celebrate, you know, his million views, because he deserves it. He deserves it. So if I'm a little out there, or if I'm just talking way too simple for you about any one topic, flip on over to Eli the Computer Guy station, and he has almost 1,000 videos. We're gonna celebrate that too when he hits that 1,000 mark. But check. I mean, if there's just one little thing you need to know about, or just be brought up to speed on quickly, I recommend Eli the Computer Guy, because it's very easy to understand what he is saying, why he is saying it, what he's talking about, because he has a way of just laying out, you know, even left and right brain communication style. His style is just, you know, he's got a great style, yo, and the way that, and it's all relative. It's all competent information that you can depend on, because Eli doesn't really talk about what he doesn't know. Got it? And he's respected because of that. Because if he's talking about it, it's either to shed light on it. If he has an opinion about it, he knows about it. He doesn't just throw out blind, you know, blanketed opinions on things. Not usually. So just know that there are other media. There's other guys out there trying to help. So before you used to have to go, okay, it'd take a long time to figure out something or find out something. Screw that. Screw that. Listen, folks, it's simple. And I'll end with this because we're gonna wrap it up. We got to take it to the red light rush, and we'll definitely get to all the news there. It's real simple. All right. Seriously, there's a serious moment here for a Friday. Just do what you say. Talk about what you know. Talk about what you know. If you're hanging around a bunch of hardheads and in your heart you have in mind you have something you want to do, and those people, good people or not, all right, if they're not going in the direction that you're going, take a check and evaluate how much time you're spending with that person headed in their direction. Because if it's not your direction, then somehow, and it's cool to have associates and friends and stuff like that, but you don't if you're hanging out with them and you're going further away from the thing that you want to be doing if they're not going your way. So when you start to surround yourself and associate yourself with people that are going your way, whatever that is to you, all right, then you're automatically just improved your chances because of international truths and law that go along with that. And if you can just say wisdom or even just logic, all right, so you love these people that you hang around with. You really adore and admire them for what they do. But there's something in your heart that path is going the other way. You owe it to yourself to try to check that thing that's in your heart out. Why, you say? Why? Because your life is more than money. Your life is more important than money. What's in there in your heart is more important than anything else I would dare say on the planet. In there is some kind of mission or some kind of instruction written into your DNA, your code, if you will. There's a code that is screaming out to your heart. It's screaming out at you, hey, we're not doing what we're here to do. We're not having any fun. This is none of this, what we're going through right now, is even necessary. It's not getting us any closer to where we really, truly are supposed to be. Choices that you make now and in the future affect who you will become. Truly do. So if you love these people over here and they provide a certain part of that heart thing I'm talking about, you call that family. Well, you're meant to split from your family because your family is going to be one thing. Alright, so I got a Facebook family, I got a New York family, I got a Detroit family, I got a Texas family, I got a Canada family, I got a California family, I got a family in Spain, I got a family, you know what I'm saying, in Italy, I got a family in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, you know, all that's great, but let's check it out. They're not going where I'm supposed to be at. And I'll love them forever. That doesn't change anything. That doesn't change anything. I'll love them forever. But what I'm supposed to be doing is on this other path. And so when you get serious, you're going to look around and see that now you're actually hanging out with people who are going your way. Or when you really get good, you're going to start from this point of life, when you actually start hanging out with people who are going in your direction or the direction that you want to go to. Because it's not about the destination, it is the journey. But you're going to get more out of it if you're heading in that direction with fellow travelers that are, so then you're talking about the ideas, which is a really high process, okay, which separates you from a Neanderthal, which is only concerned with fire and how to get some more meat, and that's what they talked about in whatever language that was. Well, you now that you're over here, you're operating on a higher level. The highest that a human being can actually operate on is the ideal world, first creation. Now you're not just creating this stuff in your own space. Now collectively, you guys that are headed in the same direction, no matter how many of you there are, now you're memeing. Your memes, you're going to meme it out together. When you really get good, at this level, you start trying to hang out with people that are where you want to be. Big ups to Marshall McGee, Houston, Texas. We'll see you back at the Red Light Rush. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, baby. That's right.